love that gal. I've never even met her. I missed her when she was in our office filming that video, but I love her because she literally could be a member of my family. Like when I go to family reunions for the Grittons and the Cheathams and all that kind of stuff, this woman looks exactly like the kind of kinfolk that I come from, right? And what she's describing to you is it can be done, right? It's not easy, right? And she was scared to death when she started because she hadn't been back in school in 30 years, right? But it can be done. There are a lot of colleges and other programs in our region that have learned a lot about how to work with adult students, right? So almost everybody walking in the door who's going back to school after having been out for 5 or 10 years is facing the same kind of fear that Sheila did, right? And I don't want to pretend that we have all the resources we need to help every single person go back to school no matter what their circumstance. That's not true. But thanks to the congressman and lots of others, we do have a lot of money to help people that have been laid off. Our money tends to go up and down if you're stuck in that dead-end job like Ebony described, the woman who's now working in banking, right? Some years we have a lot of money, and when we do, 2 years ago, we helped more than 1,500 people go back to school, right? But this year, it's shrunk down to 500 because we don't have as much of that money. So that's where we're always trying to get more of it because I know the demand is really out there. So the key thing to understand is if you're thinking about a career change or you're asking yourself that conversation, having it with yourself, you've got to think about, do I have the skills to be successful in the field that I've picked, right? Or do I need to go back to school like the construction guy to increase my chances of being competitive, right? That's the skills question, right? The skills question may be, I need to go back to school in that field, right? But you've also got to ask yourself, am I in the right field, right? Because if you're in some of these fields like manufacturing or farming, you look at the statistics and every year we need fewer people. So the people that are left are going to be more competitive. The jobs are going to be more competitive. You've got to think hard about what you can do to set yourself apart there, right? And if you get to the point where you say, well, maybe I want to go into something different, that's where career counselors at KentuckianaWorks and the Kentuckiana College Access Center can at least help you know where do we expect the job growth to come from, what kinds of jobs are there, do any of these jobs match up with either the experience I've already got or experience that you could help me get, and if I need to go back to school, could you help me? And if we can't figure out a way to help you pay for it, we'll at least point you to every resource we know with scholarship searches and Pell Grants and other kinds of things that might be able to help. So I do not think we have this set up where there's time for questions because I think we've got other speakers lined up, but I will be here through lunch, and anybody that wants to come up and talk to me, I'm happy to talk to you. And again, I've been in your shoes. I understand the pain and misery of it. Some of it has to do with the economy, not with us, and we can't do anything about it. But the best thing to do today is use your sessions today like I did my session at Radcliffe College back in '93. Does my resume look okay? Does my strategies make sense to you? You know, that kind of question. And if you're interested in this career change thing, come and talk to us because we got people that would love to do that. All right? Thank you very much. Appreciate your time and attention.